Hello. Today's playstyle. I should be going back to this. We're gonna be covering Wulong Dynasty. It's I've been playing it recently and I've been enjoying it. I beat the whole game, new game plus, and right now I just gotta grind for 5-star gear, which is not needed, but you know, the game calls. And I'll be showing you how I play the game. There's pretty much 4 different modes that I'll be covering, and it looks chaotic on screen. But I'm going to break it down slowly like I do with the other ones, with the gameplay. Here it goes. Here's a decent looking world of Wulong. Very action RPG. I want to say more like Dark Souls. It's closer to Neo. But it's still fun nonetheless. So to move around, I usually use the gameplay mode because it's like exploration. I should rename that. And it's like my other ones. I have full control of the right analog stick, and to walk forward I have it on center puff, usually on a delay latch, so I can walk forward, because the moment it latches it stays on forever, and I don't have to do anything. It just walks, and as long as I turn the camera, the character follows in that direction. I also have a back button just in case I want to walk backwards. But in this game, it's very not needed. I only use it in case I miss an item. Walk backwards, pick it up. So here's the basics of the movement. So to jump, we have it on center sit. If you double click it, it just jumps twice. Pretty easy. I use it to not to do jump attacks, more like to get over rocks and obstacles and here and there. To attack though, is probably the main thing. It's right center sip and right center puff. The right center sip is going to do a light attack. The more I mash it, the longer the combo. And then for this game, right center puff is your heavy attack, which is your spirit break, or I guess you could say spirit attack. You pretty much use it when you have blue bar at the bottom. And that's your go-to moves. Each weapon also has weapon arts. In this case, for this double blades, you can do a side attack, spin, and a heavy attack. Second weapon art. On my gameplay mode though, since I don't really use it for attacking, I normally use it for stealth attacks. So if there's an enemy in the corner, I pull out my bow using left sip on gameplay mode, and then when I'm ready to shoot, I use right sip. And I can shoot and snipe with my arrows. You could also zoom in with right puff. So gameplay, you can say, is for exploration and for stealthy archery attacks. Walking around and to take out enemies to make it easier on you. By zooming in with the right puff and shooting with the right sip. The archery is set on a toggle on left sip, but that's all you really need to know. As for gameplay, let's say I want to get into combat, I go to lock-on mode. So I can either lock on with right puff, and then I can switch over to lock-on mode to control the character, or I can lock on the character as I please when I get close enough to him. So pretty much, lock-on mode is where all the combat happens, and this is where you depend on the lock-on system. Because on lock-on mode, you have full control of your character, but you do not have control of the camera. The difference about this one in lock-on mode specifically is the deflection. We have deflection on center puff. It's going to be your main go-to move for the entire game, because you could guard with right sip, but I don't guard. I actually do 0 guarding. If I don't parry, it's not good enough. So parry all the way. And then yeah, we're off. Let's try it out. Actually, let's start over real quick because I do not want the helper. I'm not a fan of it. And there you go. Should be dead. And that to me is easy. All I was doing, I was just parrying and I was doing light and heavy attacks. I wasn't even doing weapon arts, which I should show you again. On lock-on menu, the weapon arts is left puff and left sit. You could also switch weapons with center sip soft, which is my secondary. This has its own moveset, but the same buttons still apply. That's a weapon art 1, weapon art 2. I'm a big fan of dual blades though. They do a moderate amount of damage. They do less stagger, but they're quick. Let's test out another tiger. So we can use weapon arts as well. Oh, I missed that. Nice crit. Finish him off. And then the last thing I really need to teach is, well, to cover is the magic. We're like, well, how do you do magic? Because magic's at the bottom right hand corner. Magic is very important. You can only do magic on the lock-on menu. And we do that with left center sit. I use a specific function on the Quadstick. I call it pressure modes. So as long as I'm using left center sit, it will switch modes into magic and it will stay there as long as I'm holding it. The moment I let go, it goes back to lock-on mode. So that's my suggestion for doing multiple magic attacks. Because with magic, you need to do multiple buttons. You need to hold, I think... You need to hold certain actions. I'm going to pop it out in the menu right here. And use AX, YB. And that's a lot of buttons. So I just let the joystick do it. So as long as I'm holding left center sip and I pick left, up, down, or right, it will do the magic attack according to the bottom right hand corner. So here is my buff. That's D-pad right. This is my magic left. And then we have fire as well, which is magic up and magic down. And again, I'm doing all this with the left center sit, and then I pick a direction. And let me put it into action, because magic is very powerful in this game. Let's do it with the tiger. Actually, I really like fighting the tiger because he really tests your. The tiger tests your parry skills, reaction skills, and pretty much perfection. We're gonna buff me up in all instances, and then go straight fire. I stunned him. Parry. I'm not going to kill him quick enough. I'm going to show you pretty much what I'm doing. Yeah, let's finish him off. Put him out, Tony the Tiger out of his misery. And there you go. I really like magic because it gives you so much... Whoa! Let's finish you off too. And that's what it looks like when you put all of them into practice. This is just magic to stun him, to throw down his health, your abilities to get you to knock his stamina off, and parry to keep you alive. So I took damage. How do I heal? I heal with triple puff, which is my item. You can cycle through it with triple sip, but I don't really use items. I just use a pot. Boop. And that's it. If you do ever want to go look through your inventory, you would push start, which is right sip soft. And I switch over to the first mode, which is called menu. Because this game functions the way Dark Souls would, where the D-pad is used to cycle through the menu, and the left and right analog stick is for the game itself, character-wise. So yeah, menu mode has D-pad, and the same buttons apply: A, B, X, Y, choose items, and back out of items. And that's about it. I hope you enjoy some of the gameplay that I have, and have fun with Wulong. Bye!